More than thousands of pagers, the normal beepers that you used to send messages in the olden times, and walkie-talkies used by Hezbollah blasted off continuously, killing and injuring a lot of people. This has again brought us the important news of Hezbollah and Israel. Why is Hezbollah and Israel opposing each other, and what is the cause of this escalation? And also, very importantly, pagers have again come up. They are used as a war instrument now. What is the scope of that? So we should know what is the Hezbollah group doing, what are their agenda, how strong are they, where is Iran coming into this angle, and how is the world community responding to Hezbollah. We'll find out all of this in this Explainwallah, and I am Arjun R Shankar.
When made history.
He had no plan to replace it.
It was also possible for them to make other choices.
You embrace people.
Some sectors, but I don't think that the whole notion worked in.
Let's talk about the pagers as a war instrument, especially for covert instrument. And before we move on to much detail, let me introduce by Hezbollah. Definitely, Hezbollah is a highly politically influential Shia Muslim organization operating from Lebanon. It has got a huge armed support. We'll look into much detail. And you should understand that recently Hezbollah had given orders for 5,000 plus pagers. And why do you use pagers? They are the old beepers. Once the smartphone came in, nobody is using pagers because you cannot make a call in the pager. All you can do is send a message as a beep. It is used for one-way and two-way trafficking or two-way messaging. So it was one time when everybody used to page. They used to send messages through pagers. So they also used it, and even high officials of Hezbollah, due to security reasons, they also use these pagers. And that is how it blasted off. And one of the most important reasons why it is used as a covert war instrument is because unlike the GPS and internet connectivity, pager does not require that. That is why it is very difficult to use the high-tech surveillance. And it also uses the radio frequency, so that is why it is very difficult to track it down. So all these are very important advantages of using a pager, and the pagers can even act as a circuit. Imagine you get a message. Once the message comes in, it automatically detonates, which was exactly the same case. When a message came from Hezbollah, the entire pagers blasted off. So this is one reason that you should understand that pagers and walkie-talkie, the less used tech gadgets, are now being used for covert military operations. So this is something that we have to remember here. Anyways, the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah is ongoing, and Hezbollah claims that the recent blast is actually done by Israel, and Israel hasn't responded officially, but the minister concerned, Yoav Gallant, has made a statement that a new phase in the war has begun. Recently, you can see that since the last 11 months, a continuous escalation between Israel and Hezbollah from Lebanon is happening, and cross-border escalations are continuously happening. Let's decode more about Hezbollah. You can see that Hezbollah is a highly political, influential Shia Muslim organization operating from Lebanon, as I just told. And you can see the genesis. Look at that. The genesis goes back to 1980s when it was supported by Iran. And you should know that Iran was supporting because Iran's ultimate contender was Israel. They had huge opposition for Israel, and that is why Iran supported Hezbollah for the cause of that. And from after that, you can see civil war was going on, and southern Lebanon in those times was actually occupied by Israel. So that is how Iran supported Lebanon's cause and by creating Hezbollah. And later on, you can see by 1992, Hezbollah has transformed itself, and it also participated in elections. And that is now where you should understand about Hassan Nasrallah, one of the most towering, iconic leader of Hezbollah. Hassan Nasrallah is even said that he has close links with the Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khomeini. Recently, it has been said that Nasrallah is not seen in public appearance because of the assassination threats that is coming from Israel. But anyway, you can see that they have actually transformed into a very strong military force, and they carry out very deadly attacks on Israeli forces as well as US forces. And when you look at the government system, are they part of the government? You can see from 1992, they were taking part in the democratic process. They were part of that system. They actually contended in elections, and until 2005, you must see that a lot of people from Hezbollah even became cabinet ministers. They entered into the mainstream Lebanese politics by 2009 by even giving a new manifesto. And it should also be noted that in certain areas which are under the direct control of Hezbollah, Hezbollah is the main government. They act as a complete government too. How strong is the fighting capacity of Hezbollah? According to Hassan Nasrallah, it is said that they have over 1 lakh fighters ready to sacrifice and fight in the line. That is actually a number, and many people say that it might be even lesser than that. But anyway, you should understand, why is Hezbollah opposing Israel at all? Why are they opposing it? There are a couple of reasons that we should be understanding here. Number one is because Hezbollah is completely believing in the Shia Muslim. They believe in the Shiite principles and also believe in the Iran's Islamic ideals. So for them, Israel is completely illegitimate, and they believe that they are the enemies, the opposition for Islam itself. And Hezbollah does not believe in the Zionism at all. You know that what you mean by Zionism and Zionist movement, and they do not believe in the Zionist movement and Zionism concept that the creation of Jewish state in the Palestinian territories. They consider creation of Jewish state as completely illegitimate. And on top of that, Hezbollah believes that they are the champions of the cause of Palestinians. So obviously they'll be not liking Israeli. So these are some of the big reasons. And on top of that, again, it's ultimately Iran, because Iran's adversary is Israel. So this is the reason why you have a big escalation between Hezbollah and Israel. Now let's understand where Iran is actually fitting into this equation. As we have discussed, in the 1980s, it was definitely Iran's support that created, during the Lebanese civil war, they created the Hezbollah. But after 1979, after the Islamic Revolution, Iran made it a point to export the Islamic resistance against Western countries as well as the Zionism, which includes Israel. And it's even noted that they give military support as well as financial support. Hundreds of millions of dollars are given as financial aid to Hezbollah every year. And even military support is given, like take the case of IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, and especially the Quds forces. They train the military fighters of Hezbollah. So Iran is using Hezbollah as a proxy or as an asset to spread its influence in the region, and also to act as a counterbalance against the United States of America, Israel, and the Gulf Arab countries. Some of them have even banned Hezbollah. And how is the international community fitting into this? You can see that many of the international countries have already banned Hezbollah and has already branded them as terrorist organization. But there are others which consider Hezbollah as a legitimate political and military actor operating from Lebanon. But you can see that United States of America, European Union, Canada, UK have all put sanctions, and now all of them have branded them as terrorist organization. Even the United Nations has taken a lot of effort to diffuse the problems in this area. They have also announced a lot of peace missions, including the interim mission in Lebanon. But the operating forces in Hezbollah have not communicated well with the United Nations. So this pager issue has brought Hezbollah into the limelight, and I'm sure in the coming days we'll see more news coming from different parts of the world, and we'll be decoding that too.